how I've been able to turn from a 1200 WN8 player to a 2600 WN8 player is just by. Hey guys, this is a great game, so let's just get right into it. I'm here on the M48 on Melanovka, and it's going to really show you guys some stuff that separates Unicum players from regular players. It's a lot of the mental aspect of the game here, so we're going to get right into it. Here on Melanovka, we're facing a couple of EBRs, artillery heavy matchup here, tank destroyer heavy matchup, looking like a camping game. But I'm gonna start by misplaying. I'm thinking, I forget that we're up against an EBR here who's clearly going to take the field really quickly and spot out our tanks as fast as possible. I should be going backwards. See, this grill is going backwards. The STB is going backwards. I'm going more sideways, and we're going to start this game off just ice cold. I can't get backwards because the FV here blocking me, so I'm going to try to get backwards, but it's too little too late. We see the EBR coming in off the side. I know I'm spotted here. I'm going to try to get a shot off on the guy, and I eat 1200 damage almost from the Jagdpanzer E100 from the back of the map. So, white hot start here. We're gonna pull up on the hill here with the EBR in the back, and try to just reset. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I gotta find a way to make this game turn into something. I can't have zeros across the board here. If I want to keep my win rate high, if I want to take this game home, right? So I'm going to pull up. I'm going to try to extend my view range because this tank has phenomenal view range. And I see the EBR pulling up, and I got to pull back here, right? Like, there's nothing I can do about that. The EBR is pulling up. He's all up in my grill right now. Going to see if I can just, I'm not going to try to pull through the bushes, but I'm going to try to just get up there. And the EBR spots me through the bushes. I eat another 800 damage. We're now on 41 hit points, and I just know that the artillery is probably eyeing me. So now we have 41 hit points in a dream. We got to pull back up and make this into something other than zeros, right? So how am I going to do that? First of all, can't get in the way of the EBR again. I need this hill between me and the EBR at all times. On the good side, I have this UDES here. The EBR is on one hit for him, so he can't just pull up here over the hill and start doing crazy shit. I got the STB and the UDES here holding them off for me. So we're just going to see what gets presented to me, right? I'm going to look up on the hill. I'm going to look over here, take some blind shots, and just see what gets presented, right? So here's the BZ-75. He's got 3 huge weak points on the top of the tank, so you can definitely take that shot. I get 1 to go in, now we're on 350, okay? Let's pull up, see if anyone's crossing still, maybe making a bad play over the field. Not quite. Another VZ-75's pushing. The BZ-76 is up top. I'm just going to wait. I feel like one of them might make a bad play. I take a shot there, ricochet off him, just fine. He's not going to spot me from there. I could have waited a little bit and taken the shot at the lower plate, but we are going to get another shot into that huge cupola. It's only about 120 millimeters thick on the top of the tank, which means just about anything at tier 10 can almost just throw rounds at it and it'll probably go through. It's a great tank, don't get me wrong, but so now we're sitting on some good damage here. Gonna take a shot. Unfortunate ricochet at the top of the at the upper plate there. And we're reloading. Just gonna keep looking, again, the whole point of this is that I cannot die. If I don't die, my gun's still in the game, I'm gonna do good things. There's still 12 minutes, no matter how much hit points I have, there's 12 minutes. The enemy team has 1900 hit points. Great shot there onto the BZ-75 again. He gets shut down. We're now sitting on 1200 damage. Not terrible. Could certainly be better. We are at a 3k hit points disadvantage now, though, which definitely isn't good. But again, we're just trying to see, what is there for me to manufacture here. The Leopard 1 and the Patton are over there hanging out. So I'm going to be taking blind shots at a popular bush over there for now, and just see if I can get some blind shots in. Never know. Let's play it slow here. We have our T-110E3 pushing up over the top. He's going to encounter some artillery resistance, but he's going to be doing some good stuff. And we see the 2 mediums get spotted out over the corner. So that's free damage right there. Little 448 into the back of the Patton. I'm going to eye for him again, see if there's anything to hit. I see another shot, take it, and miss, unfortunately. I think I was a little low there, but it was a pixel shot anyway. We're now sitting on 1600, and it's starting to look like we can win this game. I take a blind shot on the Patton. Blind shots are so important, especially at tier 10. I mean, you're talking about the difference between 1600 damage in a game and 2000 damage in a game if you just hit one. You know, if you're taking 2 home on like some scorpions or something, if you're firing HE, that's 1,000 damage difference in your game. That's humongous in statistics. And win rate especially. Like, if you can hit something blind and just take him from a 2-shot to a 1-shot throughout the game, it'll make the world of difference for your teammates trying to clean them up later in the match. The EBR is now pushing my UDES a little bit. He's getting a little sketchy for me right now. I take a blind shot that might have hit the Jagdpanzer E100 there, although I don't know if we're going to penetrate something like this at this type of range with APCR, like a Jagdpanzer E100. I'm kind of aiming where the lower plate would be. Let's see if anything hits here. I don't see a splash there, so I'm going to take another shot for sure. And we see a splash that time, so we're going to fall back. And now that our EBR is pushing up here, we're going to see that our kind of slow play here starts to get rewarded. We know that there's tanks here, so we're going to start pushing up and see if there's something to see. Because now that our EBR is pushing up, he's likely to spot that. The Leopard shoots, and sure enough, he gets a spot out and replay glitch, but we get that 357 damage home. We're now at 2k damage. That's kind of like slightly above average, I'd say, in WN8. So we'll take that home for sure. And the Leopard's gonna make another mistake here, it looks like. Let's see, he's pushing around, and he's falling back. Okay. And like I said, our UDES pushed down to kill the EBR, and the Jagdpanzer E100 basically wipes him off the face of the earth. One tap. That simple. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't try to take that position. That right there was exactly what it would have looked like if I took that position at the beginning of the game. I would have been sitting on 200 damage and not much more, The Jagdpanzer 100 looks like he's taken a hit or two. That might have been from me. And we see the Leopard there hanging out. Free shot. 1 kill. So now we're sitting on 2257 here. And I think the right play now that they have no spotting here, no EBR, no spotting at the hill over here, I think the right play would probably be to push up, unless my EBR is going to spot anything, blatantly easy for me to hit. So let's speed it up a little bit. We're going to push up. This is a good bush to take. Low tier, you can take it early in the game, but you'll probably be suspect to blind shots there. Late game, it's a nice bush to take to extend view range over the middle of the map if you have like this nice cushion, right? I don't have anything above me because the E3 is up top. I have the 114 SP2 below me, so I can kind of just extend view range over the middle. I'm going to look out over the corner here, see if there's anything to see. I'm going to see the Progetto get spotted in the back of the map. So I'm going to push up now. I think I can get a shot out on him. Let's see. Back of the tank, and right in. Perfect. We're now sitting on 2.65k. Again, certainly an above average game here. Brutal ricochet. Oh, I wish that would have gone in. We're going to push up. I think the FV405 is going to push out the back, but unfortunately that's not the case. The bat chat doesn't give me any shots. This is basically how the game plays out for the most part. Just to be concise here, I take a shot at the bat chat or whatever, and the gorilla goes down, and we end up pushing up, and we're trying to just clean up whatever we can before the EBR can. He's just kind of flying around like a madman. He gets his shot off there, and we see the 268 version 4. I'm pretty sure I can get a shot into him, so we're going to push straight up, and he pushes up into us a little bit, and he presents me that nice, juicy lower plate straight through for the kill and the shutdown. So we end this game, 2,700 or 2,800 damage and 2 kills. Sounds kind of like a, slightly above average game, I guess. It's an okay game. But the real difference between, like, super good players and poor players, anyone can take a game where you're sitting back and everyone's just feeding everything to you the whole game. Anyone can take that and turn it into 5k damage, 6k damage. Not everybody can get smacked at the beginning of the map and be left on 10% hit points and turn that game into something above average. That's what you have to do if you want to win most of your games, if you want to have a really, substantial WN8. You have to be able to turn games that would be zeros, right? Would be 1 shots in and you're killed, 2 shots in and you're killed. And you have to be able to turn it into 3k damage and 2 kills, right? It seems like it's easy if you look back throughout this match, right? It's a 15-5 game, but again, beginning of the match here, this is tight. This is 3-2 ball game. We're at a 2k HP deficit, And, at the beginning of the match here, we're sitting on 0 damage with, 10 HP. This is kind of how I've been able to turn from a 1200 WN8 player to a 25, 2600 WN8 player, is just by being able to turn the 0 damage games into the 2600 damage games, right? I was always able to pull off like great games when I was presented the right type of matchup and the game kind of played out the way my tank was intended to be played. But if you can take a tank and really, make it flexible to a game that doesn't work out very well, you're going to be able to absolutely throw your score and your win rate through the roof. You'll be surprised what you can do at the end of the games once things kind of start slowing down and segmenting out.